The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the visiting Falcons. His guy's still perfect, a third of the way through this season at 6-0. Facing off with him, that's the head coach of the Panthers. His guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field, looks ready to get things started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. He's dropping back to throw. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
to the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Panthers first. New set of downs from 37. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Headed in reverse so far, trying to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. He'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick run.
Pickup of 8 on the run. That sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 40.
They're going to try and throw it here. And That's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. They go play action on first down. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
88, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Pass play coming here. Dump off caught by his back. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20.
That's good.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, it's Brooks. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
He was taken down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Brings up third and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Sheds off the rusher. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a fourth down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers set to take the field. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets, and we're on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Back to pass on first and 10. Complete out to to the right. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Second down, looking for options. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Man in motion here.
Second and 6.
Brooks on the give, headed right. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was brought down by James Pierce. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Third and long for him here. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Sanders sends it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx it.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Handoff on second and short. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's another Falcons.
Another carry for Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Staying with Robinson. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Shotgun handoff to Bailey. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. They're going play action. touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Has a man, it's Scott. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
47-yard line.
He put a receiver in motion left. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Flush shot out to his left. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw here. Finds a man, right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Line up the design keeper. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to throw. Brought in. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Now set up the screen. Brooks. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Brooks again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Panthers 10, Falcons 7.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, partner. No timeouts remaining as they try for points. To the air now on 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's going to throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. 1st and 10, under Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
Brooks bats in from the pistol. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. He will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of
1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw now. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down, or chances to make up for it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Finds the in route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 now from the 46. I'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's complete. Some mustard on it to Bijan. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons.
Here's Robinson up the middle. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Little knocks it through, and that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Carolina offense headed out now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Good for a Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. That's complete. Here's Scott. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Going from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here. 3rd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
The Falcons, running back John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Robinson on the inside give. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. First and 10 from the 43. Design bootleg here. Gets himself free. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcons
running here with Bijan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Burton there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Now looking to throw. He's got McBride complete. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see the QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Hits him on the in route. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Got his man, Thomas has it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They are throwing it again. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
And 5 at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Throwing it. Finds a man right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. A very short kick here from the right hash. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Falcons on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Falcons want to end it in regulation if they can. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. To throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Here he is to throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run. He'll look to throw it. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Here he is to throw.
At the 45-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
From the contact.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
And 2.
Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They'll get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers set to take the field. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Carolina in punt formation. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's the throw. And he'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the 1st down as well, and move them in the field goal range.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
Now to give to the zone. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd.
It's a gain of 5.
And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Going right side, Robinson with it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
For the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
That one is good. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.